Tonight, from Wembley Stadium in London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy off the play fake. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd down and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. Dances by him and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Hall ought to give up the middle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught, it's Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Straight ahead is Hall. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? The guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Hall again. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
In motion left, Hardman. There's a fake on the Jets, sweep it instead. A give to Hall up the middle. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. This from 32 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. This is Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd down and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Finding room at midfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Rodgers again now. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. inbound now following the touchdown to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The last series for him a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now Samuel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The extra point try now for Moody. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hall again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a give to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Purdy. A short throw here to Latu. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A handoff for Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Second down and 3.
Back to throw again. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Hall. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Hall again on second down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be blown down right around the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
There's a fake on the Jets, sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Straight ahead is Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and a couple.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And the nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw is Rodgers.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Rodgers going to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Samuel.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left, it's Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Allen Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start out here with the option left. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Defense has, you can understand, and they're able to get the first down.
Purdy now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now Purdy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked out with him really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Rodgers.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 18. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now with Purdy.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on a crossing route.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and goal from the 1.
On second down, it's Knight.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion.
They'll look to run with Hall.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. A partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Two yards to go, second down. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man. That's Ayuk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They juked him, and that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy from the gun.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And Now that sets up 3rd and 2. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
And he wisely will throw that one away. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Purdy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.